I replaced the air conditioning compressor on my Ford Taurus, and in this video I'm going to show you how to vacuum the system, what that entails, and recharging. If you want to see the video, I'll put a link to it. It's coming up right now on how to replace that air conditioning compressor on the Taurus. To vacuum the system out, you're going to need what's called a vacuum pump. What I'm going to do first is hook up the gauges. Low side is in the back here, high side is right here in the front. The valve's on, the gauge is hooked into the pump. It's going to suck from both sides. Now, if it's working, the gauge should go into the vacuum section of your gauge. Alright, we're going to let this vacuum down. I'll let the pump run for about an hour or so, just to get all the air, moisture, and all that out of the system. The mistake people make, a lot of people make, is they let this run for like 10 minutes and they think they're done. You want to get a good deep vacuum on this air conditioning system to make sure all the moisture is out. So about an hour, hour and a half, that should do it. Now, a little tip is, if this pump's making a lot of noise, like it was earlier in the video, that means you got a leak somewhere. So find the leak, close it, and let the pump do its thing. Alright, we'll be back when this is done. Alright, it's been about just over an hour the pump's been vacuuming out the system. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut the valves off on my gauges. Pump's still running. Now I shut the pump off. I'm going to leave the gauges and let the system sit the way it is for about 20 minutes. Reason being is, if I lose my vacuum within those 20 minutes, I'll know I got a leak somewhere. In the meantime, I can put the pump away. Alright, everything looks good. I'm using something called AC Pro. It has a leak sealer in it, just in case. I'm going to charge it through the low side. It's going to take a while to get this Freon in there. Now this system here, the Ford Taurus, calls for 0.96 kilograms of Freon, which translates into about just a hair over 33 ounces. It's quite a bit, actually, for an air conditioning system. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the car up now and get this stuff running and get that compressor so it'll suck in that Freon. All right, to get this charged up, you're going to have to probably jump the clutch relay to get the compressor to start pumping. At least until you get enough fluid in there. Not fluid, but Freon. Now, the way you do that, you pull out the relay for your clutch, the air conditioning clutch, and you jump it. And that'll get the compressor running so you can get it charged. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Remember, you got to charge it into the low side. On the Taurus, the low side is the port. It's up against the firewall. Once you put your 33 ounces in there, or 0.96 kilograms, you should be all set. You should be all set. It should be nice and cold. Good way to check it would be to put a thermostat or some type of temperature reading on these vents. And it should be probably 30 to 40 degrees less than the ambient temperature. It's got to be at least 70 or better to get a good reading on that. It's actually colder. It's in the 60s right now, so I won't be able to do that. But it seems like everything's working properly now, and no more noise from the clutch. I can't believe that thing didn't fall off. Before I go, the most important thing when you open up an air conditioning system is you got to vacuum it out. And you got to do a good deep vacuum to get the moisture and air out of there. If you don't, you're going to have problems with your air conditioning. So that's all I got. You all take care. Please like, subscribe, and share the videos. If you got any questions or comments, you know what to do. Put them down below. Bye-bye.